Hey guys and gals, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you already haven't. Also, make sure you turn on your notifications on your subscriptions so you see our new content when we post it. Thanks for subscribing.
Alright guys, welcome to round 1 of the competitive constructed with our Bant Nexus deck. Let's see how we do. Yeah, I said like the bad matchups for us obviously would be the Dimir control, Esper control. We really want to get matched up against the aggressive decks. That's where we are able to shine. Alright, let's see how this goes. So our opponent goes first. We have a search, temple forest. We have no blue, but we are on the draw. I think this is keepable because of the gifts of paradise. Alright, let's see. Oh, alright. We are not going to pay 2 life. There's no Poison Force 2. Alright, unfortunately we drew a Nexus of Fate. So we're just hoping to draw one more land. I'm guessing blue-red wizards? Maybe some weird Jeskai prowess, pseudo-prowess deck. Alright. Oh, man, we are really hoping on that top draw. Pass turn. Alright. Tries to be a good old-fashioned just is it combo deck with Wee Dragonauts, which is also one of my favorite cards. So we're hoping for a land. We do not get there, unfortunately. Luckily our opponent is not pressuring us, and we don't really lose anything because we just put a Nexus of Fate and we just give our opponent information of what our deck is. So opponent probably realizes that we're not on a color. Oh, come on, 25 land, let's go. There we go. Hinterland Harbor's a pretty good one. I'm just gonna throw a Gift of Paradise. So we want to throw Gift of Paradise on a basic land if it sticks, because our opponent can Field of Ruin does not hit basic lands, and Gift of Paradise is a very important card for us. As like next turn we can cast both Search for Escant and Chart of Course because it adds 2 mana of any one color. So we can float 2 blue, use one of the blue to Chart a Course. Oh, so we are against a combo deck. 2 mana of any color, and we would like to add blue. And let's add a green. Oh, this is why I hate the auto tap ability sometimes. I mean, it doesn't matter too much because we have a Hinterland Harbor at least. I don't foresee them attacking us a whole lot, so we'll just pitch the more expensive fob, which is the Pause for Reflection. Tap that for a blue, play our search, play our planes, and pass the turn. So we have 2 cards in the bin. They have a bunch of mana. Alright, we gotta start filtering. That can go into the graveyard. Our opponent is not being aggressive, and we also want to hit the land drops. So let's tap that, add 2. Let's just say green. And we'll tap that one. So you do have to be aware of the auto tap function. On this game, it does not tap smartly. That's not even really weird word, but and also I was putting in 26, where it's making it so our opponent is going to have a difficult time. And I mean, we can attempt to throw out a Karn here. If he has a counter spell, Karn's definitely the thing he's going to counter. Oh my goodness! All right, well, hey. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. Sure, so I guess he's sitting on a handful of burn. Sure. Alright. So that's 2 burns, not coming to the dome. I think I'm pretty happy with that, especially because we do have a second Karn in hand. Let's see what we reveal. Ooh, gift and a march. Yeah, probably going to give us the gift, which is fine, because we do have the second Karn in hand. Okay. So we also do get to filter a little bit here. Obviously, our Teferi boy is just going to stay right on top. I think we want a gift of paradise first. Let's go with that one. So fortunately we don't have any more basics. And we don't want to double target a lane because it doesn't give us double. Alright. And then we'll go with the Teferi. So maybe they're not playing. Maybe it's just a blue-red burn. Wow, I think it's a blue-red burn deck. So we have the option of -3 in the enchantment. I don't think there's a need to. It's just us being able to draw a card, and then we're going to untap 2 land, which gives us 4 mana available, especially for this Chemist's Insight, which is going to be phenomenal. Alright. So a lot of our creature removal cards, like the Root Snares, aren't going to be as good. Graveyard. I almost clicked the wrong button there. So alright, here we go. So this is what we want to start doing, right? So 7 mana. We could just take an extra turn, so obviously before we do anything else, let's just draw a card with the Teferi. Hey, alright, look, we got additional land. Alright. So let's go Karn. Because we already have the Teferi untapped trigger. So we have effectively 2. So we could start minusing and just start taking over the board. I think right now card advantage is a little more important. Obviously he's going to give us the Phosphor Reflection. Alright, so click at our end step. So move to end step Teferi trigger. We're going to let the trigger resolve. Untapping those 2. Casting a Nexus of Fate. Does our opponent respond? Nope, we get an extra turn. Nexus of Fate shuffles back in. So, gonna untap, search trigger. Gonna reveal Teferi. We do want to keep that one, because when we ultimate this one, having a second one just to be able to take away their permanence is going to be a huge thing. Settle the wreckage. Alright, so we're actually going to downtick on Karn. So we can get to the March of Multitude back if we wanted to, but the Chart of Courses are what we want right now. So we're going to cast Chart of Course. This allows us to draw cards and also just get rid of things. Like the Pause for Reflection doesn't seem very good. So 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. There's no need for us to have this come into play untapped. Center's tapped. So, which is Nexus of Fate here. Click on the end step, that's fine. Shuffles back in. This is actually one of the matchups that we wanted, right? Because it seems this is just like a combo-y control deck. Probably wants to burn me out. So, what we'll end up doing is we'll get the next turn. Teferi goes close to ultimate. Let's see, resolve that trigger. We have 7 cards in the bin, so his Cant is going to flip. So we just do those, and then we're going to Chemist's Insight. So we're going to just draw 2 cards. This card, I think, is probably a big thing that helps this deck out, is because of the fact of the jumpstart. So we get too many land or dead cards. We can just discard them, and then to draw relevant cards. My opponent may just scoop here. I mean, if not, I just continue to more than likely find Nexus F8s. That one can go into the graveyard, it's fine. Obviously, we definitely want to transform the Escanta. Draw a Gift of Paradise. Play a basic forest. Let's draw additional card. Did we get there? Unfortunately, no. Let's uptick Karn. Okay, so obviously our opponent's going to give us that. So we activate Escanta because we have a Teferi untap trigger. See if we can't find a Nexus in the top 4. We end up getting kind of lucky and finding the top 4. We are going to go ahead and cast it. We know we have an additional one under the Karn, so we're pretty happy about that. Alright, the opponent concedes because the opponent just realizes that, alright, Ultimate Teferi, take extra turns, take less permanents, beat him down with 1/1/2/2 tokens. Alright, so a lot of our creature removal is bad. So we're going to take out the Possible Reflections, all 4 Root Snares. I think we just take out the Settles and the Cleansing Nova and the last Possible Reflection. Okay. So we definitely want to bring in the Gates. The Dream Eater seems fine because it does have Flash. I do get a Surveil 4 and also bounces a non-land permanent, which is also really good. Spell Pierce doesn't seem as great in the matchup. Let's take a look here. Oh, so the 3 Ixalan's Binding come in. And I think we just bring in Spell Pierce. That should filter it out, right? I have a minute left, yeah. Alright. I think that's good. Yeah, let's submit it. Alright. That's game 1. We deck did exactly what we want it to do, which is always nice. Unfortunately, we are not going to keep this hand. This hand definitely seems way more keepable. Ixalan's Binding. We have 4 land. We have that one. I think it's fine on top. We're just going to go Temple Garden into that Chart of Course. Just to dig deeper and start finding things. Alright. Just tapped. Another big one for this deck was we did get one of the shock lands that help it. I mean, obviously we would have much preferred Hallowed Fountain. A Teferi seems pretty good. But Temple Garden in this deck seems like the next best option. So let's Chart a Course. We want to keep one of the basics, and I think it's going to be the island. And again, we're keeping the basic just in case we get a Gift of Paradise. I mean, if not, we're looking on par for a turn 5 Teferi, which my opponent is not being an aggressive deck, so I think that helps us a lot. So there's the, yep. I think I just play this one. Because I have no turn 3 play. Obviously if I did, I play one of the other ones. There's no need for me to take the damage from it. Enigma Drake, alright. Well, currently it's a 0/4. I have a feeling a Shock is going to be hitting me, or a Wizard Lightning? Wizard Lightning? Shock, okay. So we're going to take 5 total there. So, now, this is the interesting thing. He has 3 cards in hand. I think the Enigma Drake poses the bigger threat to me than the Wind Mage does. So we're going to bind the Enigma Drake. And this also makes it so he can't cast any more Enigma Drakes. Because, alright good, he's finding land. Alright, so I mean, I think we should run out the Teferi and see if he has a counter. No counter. I think we just uptick. Like, we need to find answers. Second March of Multitudes, not exactly what we wanted, but I mean, it'll be fine next turn. We can start negating a lot of the damage he's going to be doing. Like he's coming straight for the dome. Alright, so let's play a land for turn. Let's draw. We'll draw a chart of course. So we can... I mean, Ixalan's Binding. That one. And we can just chart a course. We can just filter. We want to keep the Nexus of Fate. Spell Pierce at this point, because we're late game, is just bad. So, alright. So, 7, 8. If we top draw an additional one, I think we just win this game. Man, our opponent's seen a lot of land too. Alright. Let's cast it now. Yep. Alright. Let's untap 2 lands. Enters tapped. Draw a card. Hey, there we go. Let's go green, white, green. Throw a gift on the island. Think we just want to keep mana up. Alright, well. So the Sphere's about to ultimate. Opponent doesn't have a burn spell, opponent concedes. Alright. Not a tier 1 deck like we wanted. Round 1, but still. Deck's not doing too bad. Alright. Well. Hope to see you guys back for round 2.